Hey everybody out there in the YTPC and everybody in the world of YouTube. I'm just doing a bit of a check-in video, I ain't made a video in a good bit. I've not made a new Future Fathers video in a while, and I've not made any videos in general of any sort in a while, but within some good reasoning. Now, for all those that were expect me to do the Future Father videos or first time Future Father videos. Um, I was aiming to do that consistently, and I'm still going to get in a routine of doing that. But I've just been busy with a lot of things, so I do apologize for those that are and have been looking forward to those. And not only that, too, I'm also doing some research and some factual research and everything, and cross-referencing with some facts and topics that I do want to talk about with that subject. I've gotten a few new pipes along the way. I'll show them off in another video, but I've got a few new pipes and no new tobaccos, but I think I'm pretty well set on tobacco for a good while. There's a few blends I'd like to try, but I'm just satisfied with what I got right now. Got me a few new things, and one of those things being is I got me a brand new easel for painting. I like this thing a lot. It has a little drawer that comes out. Really cool. And then it comes with a wooden pallet. I've never used a wooden pallet, but this thing folds out like that. I don't think I'll use the wooden pallet, but it's real cool and handy dandy. And it has some drawers and stuff, little compartments in here that you can put little odd and end things, that you might need. It's a little neat, handy dandy, breaks down traveling little easel. And also something that I've been getting into, which has taken up a lot of my time right now, is for the first time in my life, ever in my life, and those of you that are outdoorsmen and woodsmen will understand this. I've always, from the time I was a small boy, always wanted to, go out in the woods and get me a deer. Never ever have I ever had that opportunity until here in the recent, in my adulthood life, so you can pretty much say it's like a boyhood dream come true. I had a friend who's been hunting ever since he could probably walk, from what I've heard, and he helped me do the research not to see whether or not I needed a hunter safety course, which I'm still thinking about taking one anyways, even though I was born in 1986, and anybody that was born before December 31st of 1986 is exempt from having to take a hunter's education course. But I might take one anyways just for giggles, But I was happy to know that I was old enough to be grandfathered into something. I recently had a birthday. My birthday was the 15th, and it was a wonderful birthday. I turned 33, and spent that home with Madison and our daughter. But also, that morning and later on that evening, went out for a hunt, and it was beautiful. Saw a lot of activity. I almost got me a during the bow season. Almost got me a doe, and then I almost, if I would have been fast on the trigger, I would have got me a 4-pointer. Now a lot of people would look and say, "Well, why would you shoot a 4-pointer?" Well, because I ain't gonna be no trophy hunter. I was just wanting to fill my freezer. I mean, I don't know what the cost is in other states, but in the state of Indiana, for your what they call a package deal license, It's 65, I think 65 or $68. But for that amount of price, you get 2 does and a buck. And if you don't get a buck, then they allot you a third doe if you can't get a buck in the state of Indiana. And altogether, that could possibly add up to being about 85 pounds of meat for about 67, 68 bucks. You can't go in the grocery store and do that. Of course, also that's not including the cost you have in your shells and whatever else you use for whichever season. But me, I've always had an appreciation and a love for muzzleloaders. Not quite so much these newer muzzleloaders. I mean, some of them look kind of cool, but I'm talking about old school muzzleloaders. Well, not totally old school. They're not flintlocks, even though I like flintlocks, but there's more about the flintlock I feel I would have to really learn, before I could actually use one. But I have 2 cap locks. They're both gently used. One's a headache though, but I bought it because it's a Kentucky long rifle. That's right, a Kentucky long rifle. But the person I bought it from didn't know that someone they trusted would go and take it out hunting and leave a ball lodged in it. So I've been dealing with that headache, but I'll show you what it looks like. Right here. I had to take off the nipple. I've been trying to dig out powder and everything. But here it is. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's like one of my new pride and joys. And then I'll show you my other one. This one I like too. It's almost like the Kentucky long rifle, but it's not. This one here is a CVA. Even has the hair trigger sitting on it. I'm actually thinking about using this one during muzzleloader season. And if I can get a chance to shoot it a little bit beforehand, I might try to use it a little bit during rifle season too. But it handles like a dream. Balances really good. It's an awesome, awesome rifle. I love it. Been learning quite a lot about hunting and hunting safety, and it's been a wonderful experience for me, and I'm very thankful to have a friend that was willing to really take the time to teach me. Also, just in case nobody don't realize this or didn't know or hasn't seen the video where I talked about this, but in a past video I talked about how I was commissioned to do a painting for one of our fellow YTPC members, and that was a painting for Cowboy Chris, and I will show you that painting. Here she be. The only thing I gotta do is make it shine a little bit. I'm wanting to be sure that my paint's totally cured before I put my shiny stuff on it to really make it shine. But I hope he enjoys it. He's already seen it on the Facebook, but I just wanted to show you all what I've been working on and everything. It was kind of hard to convert my mind to thinking back to a smaller canvas. I think that was the bigger challenge than figuring out what I was going to paint for him. But anyways, check that out. And also, ever since I've been out in the woods, I have been inspired, and I'm going to take this off my stand here. I've been inspired to paint this painting ever since I've been going out hunting, and I'll just share it with you. And it's pretty much a depiction of the woods that I've kind of been hunting in to the best of my ability of painting. But I showed that to my buddy that had been teaching me how to hunt and everything, and I think after it's all said and done for the year, as far as hunting is concerned, I think I'm gonna try to do something for him as a way of saying thank you for mentoring me and you know, bringing me into this culture of hunting, because I just absolutely love it. And also something that I'm doing not that I'm doing, but I've already done for my future mother-in-law, was a bit of an abstract that I kind of done, and I told her it was for her, but I done this for her. See, I hate to waste paint. Nothing I hate more than wasting paint on the palette. So I've been using my excess paint instead of throwing it away or wiping it off or anything. I've been doing abstract with the leftovers and just mixing colors together and just playing with the palette knife. All that on there was applied using a palette knife. Now, I had no general idea what I was doing or anything else, but I just used what I had. And I told her she could put it on her wall in any which direction she wanted to, whether she wanted to see it this way, that way, or in an odd way. But she's seen it and said it was real beautiful. But pretty much that's what I've been doing with my time here lately, plus also doing my best to be the best dad I can be. And some days I think I'm doing good, and then some days when I think I'm doing good, I realize there's something else I need to be doing. And also, yesterday was my sister's birthday, so I just like to say happy birthday, Dee Dee, and I hope that you had a good one, and I hope that you enjoyed your birthday, and it was an awesome birthday. Also on that same day, me and Madison went bread crazy. And when I say bread crazy, we done nothing but spent the whole day making and baking bread. And I'm wanting to get this bread making stuff down to a science, because I like homemade bread. My mom used to make homemade bread. I've had lots of homemade bread. It's better than store-bought bread. And so I'm going to try to work that into a science, down to a science, and see how good I can make a good bread. Well, with that being said, that's everything in a nutshell. That's why I've not made any particular video per se. And other than that, I'm happy. Things are going good. Thank you to everybody that's said some good wishes and everything, you know, on all my other videos. And thank you to all the fans, friends, and followers. And I appreciate y'all. And wherever you're at in the world, may God bless. Till next time.